We're recording, bro.
That don't mean nothing to me. That don't stop my shenanigans. That just make it start.
But you say I'll be showing out.
Thomas Ussery. Thomas.
Let me introduce the podcast first.
No, there ain't no introduction. No introduction needed today. No intro needed.
Episode 162 of Cleaning Dishes. I hope everyone's doing well today.
It's your favorite TikTok duo. You already know what it is. Mr. Fantastic bounce back like elastic don't melt because not plastic. I'm here with the one and only
Thomas.
AKA.
Tommy Two Toes.
AKA.
Tofu Tommy.
AKA.
Lawrence July.
AKA.
You said
TikTok
3.
Thomas. Okay, here we go. You already know what it is. We back. No, I'm playing. What kind of radio show is this? Like, okay, we back from commercial break, everybody. Yeah, that was Little Jump. Like, what? That was Lawrence July with his new hit on that bullshit again.
That's my new hit.
Water High Up. That's what it's called. It's called Water Way Up. Those who follow TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. Yes.
We just got real quiet.
Everybody on their phones. I'm muting my John.
Yeah, I had to send a text out real quick. I got my show on silent now.
My John's on silent as well.
No, obviously it's not.
No, it's playing the TikTok of your. It's actually playing your TikTok.
Hey, it sounds hard.
Reasons why I don't get what's work done. You started dancing.
Can you you go ahead and turn that off, please, sir?
Sir.
You have the docket?
Sir.
You have the docket.
Sir.
Don't speak. I know just what you're thinking. That thing is swinging.
Whoa.
Kenny.
Whoa, Kenny.
Motherfucking. You got the docket, right?
No.
I'll send it to you.
I mean, I haven't been. I'm not just getting on the computer.
Hurry up.
You right. What else is there?
Shit. Is the AC on?
It is warm in here. It must be somebody in the atmosphere. I said,
My armpits sweating and shit like I got the sun in the headlock.
You ain't gonna take the do-rag off or nothing, huh?
Hey.
You not playing on this episode, yo, this nigga, yo.
I told you I ain't got
Thomas the tough guy and shit. Nigga got the do-rag on. He got the beater on. That nigga crazy. This nigga out here, bro.
It's my pajamas, bro.
He's out in my pajamas today, yo.
He's like, yo, you better get ready. I'm gonna record now.
Get ready. That TD Jakes.
So we're recording 2 hours before our normal time. It's 10 a.m. 10:21 to be precise.
But what time is it in Calabasas?
Oh, it's 6 p.m.
There it is.
Let's see. Don't be mentioning me and shit, bro.
What you mean? Don't mention you and shit.
No, I'm being stupid because of TikTok.
Oh, I'm like, what you mean? I ain't say nothing about you. No, oh, yes, I did.
Nah, but how's your week?
My week was good. First week back to work from vacation. It was good. You know what I'm saying? Like after going to vacation and coming back, you kind of go full force. You
do?
Because you clear headed. I took that time off from work and took that time to recalibrate before I went into work, which is so important. So when I got there, I was ready. I was like, yo, I'm fresh off vacation. People like, how you been? How was it? It was good. Had to check mofos, you know what I'm saying? Let them know I ain't playing that shit. You know what I mean? No, it was good, man. It was good. Got to see my old boss again.
That's what's up.
I was like, hi. She's like, hi. We was talking for a little bit. She's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was messing with teasing her and stuff like that. It was good though. Overall work was good. Productive, got a lot of shit done. Getting stuff done, got plans in motion and stuff. So that's always important. So work was good. Finally got my lights in for my room. My lights for streaming.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because I ain't had no lights. So you can't see on my camera.
Damn.
And it can might have there's no lamps in our rooms. Like there's no like well I have a lamp, but I don't have no
I have a lamp too. Like,
they don't have no ceiling lights.
I'm not a caveman.
You go ooga booga. There's no ceiling lights.
How you feel walk to my room? You saw hand paintings on the wall and shit. I'm just trying to stick figures.
Like albums, nigga, writings on the wall. It's cool.
No, we in trouble. But nah.
That's you. I'm like, sir.
How you like lights?
Huh?
How you like your lights so far?
I just opened them last night, so I was messing with it. They seem cool. I got to tweak them a little bit. Obviously, you can go up and down. Got remotes. So I'm gonna be messing with those for a little bit, figuring them out a little bit more. But
got you.
Overall, good. But no, man, work's been well. How's it been for you though?
It's been good. Been working on videos, trying to edit things out. I've also been working. I feel like I'm doing pretty good at my job.
What's up?
What else? Been writing down ideas and just trying to get a script out, which has been honestly been interesting. I'm at a point where I feel like my dreams are bigger than my body, and it's kind of like scary a little bit.
I feel like their dreams are supposed to be bigger than your body, are they not?
Yeah, they say if you're not dreaming big enough, then you're not doing something right.
Talk that talk.
And so then I had a moment in the kitchen where like I actually think about like, oh, like what I want to do is actually kind of like it's big. Like this ain't anything small.
I just smiled, bro. I'm agreeing with you. Like, yo, you said it's big, it ain't small, and I just smiled, bro. That's crazy. I can't just be like, oh, that's great. I'm glad you feel that way about yourself.
Don't smile at me when I say that. But yeah.
That's wild as shit, yeah.
And I just was like, yo, like
you right.
like, I didn't want to let the doubt seep in. I just stayed pure with it. I was, yo, like I said, like that's a good thing. Like if it's bigger than your body, and you know what I'm saying, you should try to carry on with that. So.
Yep. And anytime you share it with me, I'll be like, really listening to your shit? When you have, I've been listening to your shit, I'm be like, what? That's stupid. I'm like, all right, bet. Like,
and I appreciate that.
I appreciate that. Your shit, I'm like, all right, bet. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, well, that's your dream.
I appreciate that. Like,
I learned that from Michelle versus the Mitchells versus the Machines.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been doing that from before, but still. I have to credit to a movie, so people like, oh, I see why they watch the movie. If you're not here, you're not here. If you're not here, you're not here. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I also watched Keith Johnson's last episode I think it was 7 of With Warm Regards. That's just
so
really
what is With Warm Regards?
So basically, With Warm Regards is like a miniseries that he did, and he tackles emotions.
Miniseries on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. Yeah, my bad.
Shut up. Yeah.
And he tags emotions and things that he dealt with on a personal basis. And so instead of him just like keeping his head and having a conversation with himself, he shares those conversations not only with himself but also to the viewer. And just in case someone else is like, yo, like maybe this will help you out too. And the last one he did definitely spoke to me a lot because it's more the lines of like it's basically like you're doing or you're not doing. He talks about Vegeta, and that's my favorite Dragon Ball Z character. He talks about
you love them villains, bro.
He's not a villain. He just not.
Vegeta was a villain.
Was.
Yeah.
You can't be judged by your past, only by your present and your future.
No, not true.
Anyway.
Not true at all. Not true at all.
And he talks about the Mamba mentality, which I it's a joke, but it's not at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Mamba
mentality.
Cobra.
Same, technically.
Don't talk to me.
No, but real quick, he had a commercial for his shoes, and like it was like, are you the same beast but a different animal?
Yeah.
And like it's funny when you think about it. It's really dope. Are you the same person, but do you adapt to your surroundings? Do you evolve with wherever like comes to you? I know, right?
Okay, philosopher.
Hey, man, Kobe started it. I'm just trying to carry on the man's legacy. So every time I see it's funny, but it's not because he really was like, yo, I can't do what I did when I was like first in the league. So like I started pulling up on niggas now.
Yeah, Kobe's mentality was definitely different from others for sure.
And so I've been trying my best to adapt that. I just do it. Push forward. If you got an idea, just execute it right down.
And you have that. I could vouch for that. I've been seeing you do like you be talking about a script and you be like, fuck it. Like you'll literally like one day you was talking about a script and then like within like 24 hours you actually start having something right. You was writing and thinking and really like trying to write pen to pad type shit. Like you really was doing it. Where before be like, yo, I want to do, and then we'd be like, oh yeah, and they'd be like 4, 5, 6 months later, maybe if we remember type of shit.
Yeah.
I've been seeing you be like, yo, I've been really trying to like da. All right, bet. Let me try and do it. Some things you just do and I ain't mention it, so you just do it. Like, look. Because, you know, niggas like, why you doing that? Like, why you doing all that shit? I just do it. Like, look.
Can't tell everybody your dreams. They don't try to make it nightmares, so.
Yeah. They gonna tell you why you can't do it because they couldn't.
Yeah, for sure.
Like her daddy did on the Mitchells. Oh,
that was crazy how he did that.
Oh, you about to be a failure. What's your backup plan?
That's not what he said, but that's what he said, though.
Yeah, that was the definite. That was what's implied by what he said.
Yeah.
Because when you fail, not if you fail, but when you, he did say if you fail, but it was like the idea of the fact that you going in with that inkling of failing, though, dog, is.
He said if, but it was more along the lines of like when you fail.
Yeah, because he didn't believe in the technology stuff, which to me was kind of dope because like. It shows how far apart. We have to go back into this. It shows how far apart they are.
Yeah.
In that realm, and like how like just because, and you kind of have to understand, just because you don't understand how something works, doesn't mean you get to knock somebody else who does. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk shit about talk down to somebody because they do or whatever, or because someone likes to be in their phone a lot. I can't necessarily knock you and be like, you always in your phone. What the fuck are you doing?
You're doing nothing but wasting time.
It's like you don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm marketing and contacting people and I might be setting up a surprise for your stupid ass, but you don't know what I'm doing. You over there took some other shit. Like come on now, like you knocking me and shit. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm learning that too because I'm. As a tech dude, I see people doing like if I see you walking about and you doing this and you walking in this shit, that's one thing. But like, if you living your best life and you on your phone a lot, like damn, they always on that device. Like, as long as it's not detrimental to your health, you ain't in no trouble. You ain't out here doing some dumb shit. Like,
It's all good at that point.
I ain't gonna knock you. I ain't gonna knock you because I don't understand why you doing what you do. I can't. That's not fair.
That's judging. I think people call that.
Oh, you can still judge. You're supposed to do that. That's we supposed to do that.
I don't know.
We built for that. Like what?
No. So speaking of like doing videos and edits and shit, so I was trying to learn how to color grade. Those that don't know what color grading is, it's basically changing and altering the video, the colors to have it have more light, and you want to emphasize certain colors in the video. So I'm doing that shit, right? And you know how like I'm dark skinned and you're light skinned, right?
I'm light skinned?
Yes, you are. I didn't realize how light skinned you were and how dark I am until I started doing the color grade. I'm like, nigga. I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, yo, can we both just be one shade of color, please?
Just look at you like,
yeah, you start going outside more, bro. No, but it's tough. It made me think about Issa. They talked about how when they do their film, they have to like put on certain makeup and certain like things on their skin to give it more, to make it more readable for film and shit like that. And I remember seeing that, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then me doing that, I was like, oh, we need to start making makeup or something. Like, I don't know.
how you know it's makeup? Maybe it's Maybelline.
I'll give you that. I will give you that. So I thought it was pretty. I thought it was pretty interesting, just like seeing things come full circle with that. I never thought that I would be doing this. And also another thing I realized about myself. So I'm going through my phone, right? I had to delete shit because like my phone's all backed up and shit. So I'm like, man, I started deleting shit so I can start sharing more videos on Instagram. I'm going through my videos, and all my videos. First off, all my videos is on free body bullshit. That's another topic. A lot of them were videos of me like coming up with ideas and doing shit.
Yeah, you just didn't record them.
Yeah, and I never did anything with them. I was like, oh, this ain't good enough, or like wherever the excuse was I had at the time. I just was like, yo, I've been wanting to do this for a minute. I didn't realize that until it's like this week. I was like, oh, like
I forgot about this. I that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I remember what I was thinking when I did that shit. It's just kind of ass, but it was pretty good.
Were there any ideas that you found that you actually did end up doing later on in life that you was like, oh, I forgot I wanted to do that, and I did do it?
No, I posted, but it just was like, as Kanye West says, it wasn't popping off like that. And
but
like,
you did them.
I did them. I uploaded them. I didn't keep going with that momentum of like I did them. And like,
got you.
It's like looking back. It's like, let's say you had an allergy as a kid and you didn't remember, but as an adult you ate some shit and you're like, I don't feel itchy.
And you forgot. You're like, oh yeah, I had that.
And you're like, I don't ever remember being allergic to broccoli. And your mom was like,
fresh fruit. I was allergic to fresh fruit for a long time.
And your mom called you like, why you always be allergic to that?
He was like,
no, I haven't.
It's like, yeah.
I remember you was 8 years old. You was allergic to that one broccoli. I put cheese on it and you ate it. And we had to take you to the hospital because your throat was about to swallow up. You like, word? Yeah.
Like, yeah, apparently you have allergic to cheese too. You like, damn. She's like, bye. Like, no. Let's be a lesson in life. Like, what?
So that was a crazy epiphany for me. I was like, oh, like maybe this is like what I always wanted to do. I just never allowed myself to do it. So I'm trying to do it now. It's kind of scary though. I'm not to say that out loud, but I'm still gonna do it.
That's dope though. I think that's dope that you had it recorded so you can now go back. You have something you can go back to.
I deleted it. No.
A lot of but you at some point you saw it again. Some people don't have anything like that. So
true.
They gotta wait till life will flash before their eyes. They go regret. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I would.
I want to avoid that so bad. Like the idea of like being like, I regret some shit now that I can never like fix or replace. But now I'm like, yo, like I got the wrong thing on. But I want to make sure I'm at a point where like, yo, like from 30s on up, you should be bare about what you regret. Yeah, that makes sense. Like I regret.
You should regret less and live more for sure.
Yes,
I do agree with that. You should regret less and live more.
Mm-hmm.
You want to live your best life, like because once you hit 30, I think you definitely have to be like. That's at least a good third. That's at least a good third. At least a good third going. Like you're like, okay, like,
true.
Like damn, and you start. And by that point, you probably in a point in your life where you're like, you starting to really see things for what they starting to understand. You starting to understand what you've been seeing this whole time.
Yes.
You starting to gain more understanding. So you at that point, you like, yeah, oh, okay, yeah. So,
yeah.
So yeah, I think yeah, for sure, 30s.
Chris Crack says, your 30s is just nothing but your 20s with money.
Sadly, that shit is like, you think about things that, because you always, every time we've done something with money, you're like, damn, remember when we couldn't even, I remember being hungry, pulling up to a Mickey D's with somebody, couldn't even get nothing to eat.
Yep.
Like,
that's fact. I definitely been like, I think like at least like once a month. I'm always like, bro, I remember a time where I couldn't get A, B, and C, or I couldn't do this spontaneously, and it's like, damn, I never gonna go back to that time.
Like, just even going places for me for a long time. Because when I first came out, I didn't even have a whip. So just going places was like, I would have to try to get a ride to get the bus and get on the bus and then try to go to work. And I'm like, thinking of what I do now, like, wouldn't it be possible in my 20s? Because for a lot of, like, the first half of my 20s, I didn't have a whip. Like, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go to school. And then, yeah,
that it did, telling the 30-year-old version of you talking to your 20-year-old self would be like, there's no way I could do that. Like, yeah, bro, we do it, bro. We do it.
Really, we do that?
Yeah, like
this, we do that? Like, yeah.
Like, we got a car, bro. We drive. No fucking way. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. How we do it? Like, I can tell you how we do it faster. Like, look, your friend says go to the club. Deny. Like, yo, denied. It's like, no. It's like, no, don't drink. If you don't drink, y'all, you ain't got to buy drinks. If you don't drink, you ain't gotta buy drinks. You're gonna save about 10 grand throughout the 20s. I swear.
10 grand is crazy, best.
I swear, bro. If you honest with the cat, it'd probably be, man, look. From your early 20s, you probably would spend, I wouldn't be surprised you spend 10 grand through your 20s just drinking. And drinking and partying. Like, whatever comes with that. Whether it be taxi rides or Uber rides, whatever.
Or just the nightlife in general.
Yeah, that nightlife, bro. Oh my God, yes. Cover. Bar, like, man, look. Nigga.
That's crazy. Yeah, pay to get in clubs, but it makes sense, I guess.
Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you did. Depending on who you knew, who you were.
Yeah.
Sometimes I did something.
You. So
at one point in certain spots, it was that way. Like, we could show up somewhere and be like, "Yo," but
certain points. No.
Oh my God.
I mean, the thing is, like, you don't know who you are. Like, you kind of forgot who you are a little bit, but I still see who you are. You the boy.
What you know what's real when you are who you think you are.
Man, that's a good ass line, bro. Drake was on some shit when he said that.
Well, you told Drake Mahogany.
I ain't want to give out the credits. You know what I'm saying?
Let him know Mahogany. Let him know. Give him the Mahogany Drake bar. Give him a Mahogany Drake bar. Let's get a Mahogany Drake bar.
I can't. I'll be so stupid. I can't.
Oh, that's the other AKA, Mahogany Drake.
Oh yeah, how did I
AKA.
forget that? Oh, Mahogany Drake. Jesus.
How would you say? Would you say Mahogany? How would Drake say it? Like,
no, it's me from the Jungle Book. Like,
oh shit! Okay.
Let's get to these movies, bro. Let's get to these movies.
So speaking of things that we have never done, when I was a kid, for the longest, I would say from the time I was like 9 up until this day, martial arts is something I wanted to do for a long time, but I never got into it. It usually was a money thing, but part of me started that way. After a while, I just kind of write it off like at that point. But every time I see it, I come like, damn, that look kind of cool. I still want to try that.
I really want you to do that though.
And I was like, yeah. I mean, I was chopping shit and kicking shit. Like, okay, that's why I can't do it now. Like, I'm bad. I'll be bad now, but
could you do it if you were? I already know what you're gonna say, but I really hope it's not. Let's say you used to do that, right? But they were like, we gotta put you in the kids class with the rest of the white belts. Would you be able to do it?
I'm gonna fuck some kids up.
No, bro.
I've been waiting to kick a kid.
No, you're not.
Pow, nigga. Pussy. Like, oh shit. Death grip on a child, nigga. Nah.
I should have asked you.
Like, oh shit, son. No,
I will say this. I didn't think you was gonna say that.
That's fucked up. I'm waiting to fucking kid up. Like, I'm in this class. I'm allowed to do this. Like, oh shit.
No.
I'm an instructor. I'm showing him how to do it. No,
you see me the shit I keep like.
No, because if I get fucked up by a kid, I'm gonna be pissed, and if I fuck up a kid, I'm gonna get in trouble. It's like, why'd you elbow him in his face and his head? Like, I was showing him how to do the double joint jump.
That's what he was instructed to do.
Like, prep with your partner, and you both gonna kick each other. Like, all right. No, I couldn't do that because I'm just the weight and everything. Nah, it'd be bad. It'd be pretty bad.
Oh, I just remember.
Like, I wouldn't have a problem being in a class with kids, but I couldn't be sparring with the kids and shit like that. I could train a kid if that need be, but I wouldn't spar with a kid.
You don't be kicking kids in their chest?
That's ignorant shit. Like, I ain't working at school till some.
I remember. You saying that just to unlock the memory. I remember I was in karate. I took karate when I was younger.
Karate or taekwondo?
That was karate. Oh, okay. As far as I knew, it was karate. It was this one girl that we had sparring on Fridays.
Ooh.
So I was pretty good. I was decent. It was this one girl that was taller than me and bigger than me. She was good.
How old were you?
Shit.
I want to paint a picture.
I'm saying I was 13. 13-year-old with a peanut-sized head. So that's probably was me. That's probably the time period.
All right, so you got peanut head at 13. So you still kind of small then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. God.
You got peanut head. Okay.
I would have been small, unfortunately. So I wanted to kick this girl's ass. I never thought I would really say that out loud, but this girl was good, and she wouldn't let me win. Granted, you're not supposed to.
Right.
And like I beat everyone else. Cause I was like, even if we was the same age, I was tall, a little bit taller for my age. And so the instructor was like, I know what I'm gonna do for this kid. I'm gonna have him pair with this one girl. Man, I swear to God, the first time we went, she beat my ass. I was like, God damn.
Was it like night and day difference how bad she was beating you, bro? It was like Ronda Rousey versus like some Girl Scout?
Yeah,
some Boy Scout?
Ronda Rousey versus some cardboard.
Damn. Oh.
She had the best of me almost every time we faced.
Did you ever win?
I think once I did pretty good.
Did you ever win though?
I think once I did pretty good.
Yeah! It's gonna be on site when you see her. You remember me from karate class?
I don't remember how she looked.
Ooh.
But she came to me and was like, I remember I used to beat your ass. I'm like,
she had a black hoodie with a scythe, nigga. Like,
might as well.
It's the chick with a black hoodie and a scythe, nigga. Like, yo, I'm back. Like,
I just remember that shit because you were saying like beating kids' ass. I was like,
damn.
I remember.
She probably was enjoying that shit. I beat his ass again, y'all. Let me tell y'all, the leg sweep was crazy. Like,
I remember one time it was this technique I learned or whatever. So it was like a side kick, but you side kick through whatever. Oh, some shit like that. And like I remember I did it, and she butt me. I went past. She butt me in my head, and I lost.
So you was like, yeah, I missed. She counted your shit.
Yeah, cause we were gearing shit, but it was like you felt the boop in your head.
Oh,
Cause she was like a little bit taller than me too.
Was everybody watching me? Y'all did? Oh, everybody watching. Oh,
yes.
No.
My uncle would take me too, so I know he's hella disappointed. He never told me. He wasn't like.
I was glad, like, yeah, it's better her than me, nigga. Like, oh shit.
Like she never was on top of. He never was on top of like, yo, how's your keep beating your ass? Yo, shout out to my uncle Dale. I appreciate you and I love you. You've never asked me those questions because like that was tough. I'm pretty sure you see me and was like, yo, you a fucking loser, bro. Like I don't know. How.
That's sad.
No, but for real, like shout out to her. I don't remember her name. I don't even know her name. I just know she beat my ass. She was deaf. So shout out to Deaf.
She was deaf?
Not deaf in the ear, deaf like you said, the sight for the hoodie and shit.
Oh, deaf. Okay, I was like, nigga, she was deaf beating your ass?
You know what? If she was deaf, I'm like, yo, she was Daredevil or some shit. Just
I would definitely like, yeah, she had heightened sense. I would lie to she had heightened sense, bro.
Yeah.
Like, y'all never seen X-Men? Y'all never seen X-Men? Like, yeah, that's what I would be like.
I should stick her hands out and put like a little sonar and shit. That's
so she was older than you, right? How much older than you?
Not by a lot. I'm pretty sure she's probably older than me by like a month or two. I don't know.
Oh, so she was the same age, just bigger than you.
Yeah, she was taller.
Okay. Now I was gonna say you could lie. You gotta find a celebrity that's about your age now, but it was her.
If I remember correctly, she got some a little bit too. Anyway, these movies though.
Oh, okay. I was kids then, so I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah, mind you, I was a kid.
I was like, anything that was there was like, oh, like you was kids.
God, Willie Cruz.
That's why you was losing, huh? That's the reason you're like, oh, I'm distracted. So, no.
At least she flipped me once too.
Oh,
I'm joking. She
I was like, no, Tom.
No.
She's like, yeah.
No,
Had you the cartwheel, like, what movie was that? When he had the person in the air and had him doing cartwheels like this, and then oh my gosh.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, no.
No, we didn't learn flip shit. I wish we did though. That'd be cool.
To answer your question, if there's like you want to take this class with the kids, I would ask why. And be like, I don't think that makes sense. if there was like teach yourself about but I'm not gonna spar with kids. I wouldn't spar with kids.
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't spar with kids, but they basically like you would learn the same thing they would learn. Because white belts.
Yeah, I was like, okay, like yeah. Like, I would just do what I had to do. Like if that was the case, I'm like, okay, this is weird. And if they ask me, I'm an instructor like you, and just I'm an instructor. Like do this, I'm like, all right, pow.
So let's get to the movies. So Fred wanted to watch Kung Fu movies, but good ones, and that was the hard part.
Yeah.
So one of the movies we started to watch was Ip Man 4, because Fred said that he didn't see it, but he said he did.
Hold on, brother. No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
The structure of the podcast, I have to introduce first.
Well, the structure of the podcast is you don't deconstruct by lying. You tell the truth. The
That's
whole truth
part
about
of the structure, though.
Lying?
I have the option to lie.
Okay, and I got the option to stop you.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you have to be finished.
That's what
you have to be finished, though.
Okay.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
All right, that's part of the deal. Mm-hmm. All right, so like I was saying. So Fred's a liar because he said that's blasphemous.
I'm like, whoa.
No, all right, so for real. So we started to watch Ip Man 4, the finale. That's the name of the movie. We clearly was confused on if Fred saw this movie or not, but he said that he watched it, and I clearly misheard him somehow, even though we was right next to each other. Did you not say you saw it?
Keep going.
Did you not say you?
Don't stop. Don't remember. You just said don't stop. I'm not going to stop you. You said don't stop you. I'm not going to stop you.
All right, I'm stopping now so you can interject.
No, finish.
I'm finished though.
Oh, you was finished. When you
Yeah.
gonna talk about the movie?
I am. I want to wait till you done so I can talk
No,
about the
you're
movie.
not finished then. You're not finished then. If you got still talking about the movie. Go ahead, talk about
Make
the
sure
movie.
you talking to the mic.
Tell them about the movie.
All right, so Ip Man for the finale. Platformers Netflix, starring Donnie Yen, Scott Atkins, Donnie it says Donnie Cum Laude. Oh my bad. This is
Quan Chan. Kwak
Quan Wan.
Casey. No, Kwak Quan Chan.
Thank you. Directed by Wilson Yip. A kung fu master by the name of Ip Man finds out he has cancer. As he finds out he has cancer, his son gets expelled from his school. And his only other option is schooling in the States. As Ip Man goes to America, he discovers an unexpected battle that proves grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I am now done. I am closing my statement. What would you want to say?
So first and foremost, when we first was picking movies,
First was picking movies.
he went through a couple, and I'm like, I watch this. He picked Ip Man 4. And I said, I even yelled, like, not this one, I already seen this, John.
No.
Being dumb and shit. Say I wasn't being dumb. I did not yell that. And I was like, no, I already saw this, but it's a good one. We can watch it.
I don't recall you saying that. I don't recall. I can be honest about what I recall and don't recall.
It's convenient. Okay. You recall me asking to watch the movie. You recall me sitting there picking it out with you. You recall me, but you don't recall me telling you I didn't see the movie. It's cool. It's all right. It's whatever. It's what happens.
It seems that you've been remiss.
It's what happens. It happens. You know what I'm saying? So then, no, but he picked the movie. We watched it. And then he was, we watched the movie and it was good. Like, that's what it was. He doesn't recall me telling me I saw it. All right. I just like my second and third. It's like, no, it's probably my seventh time seeing it.
If I would known that, I would not have picked this movie.
But it's still a good movie, though.
It is. So those that haven't seen or haven't even heard of Ip Man, this is like the fourth movie. 1, 2, and 3 are good. I haven't seen the third one yet, but I think third one has Mike Tyson in it.
Yeah, he fights Mike Tyson.
All right, so I haven't seen that one yet. I have to watch that soon.
That's a good one.
I think Mike Tyson's in it. So, but all the Ip Man. So anybody has another story of Ip Man. Basically, Ip Man was the instructor for Bruce Lee, and Bruce Lee ended up going to the States to learn to make up his own thing. But he started off learning with Ip Man. Mm-hmm. Ip Man was like unstoppable. I heard that like somebody shot a gun at him. He grabbed the bullet out of midair. That's how crazy he was.
You can go with that. That's what you heard.
I could not be making up that story, but
what you made up is true. That's what it comes down to. What you make up is true, man.
I hear that.
But no, yeah, the movie was just good. Because it takes place. It starts off in China. That's where he's from. He's Chinese. And he's in China. Ip Man is, and he's at this point he's a renowned master. Like he's taught many students, including some famous people. Like Bruce Lee at one point in time comes to see him because Bruce Lee already knew martial arts, but he goes to go see this guy to learn more.
True.
And that's what happened. At first, he wasn't even going to train Bruce. He's like, because Bruce was too much of a was too hot headed. Mm-hmm. And so he's like, nah, you got to humble yourself, kid. And it's like, that happens or whatever. And he ends up training Bruce. But yeah, I think what I thought the movie so much was that Ip Man always kept his calm. He was always like really calm, cool, collective. He was always real calm about the shit. Like, which is what you usually expected a mask. Like, some bad should be happening, and they usually be like in the movies, they be sitting there stroking their beard, hand behind their back, stroking their beard, like, there seems to be a dilemma. Like, you know, they talking. I always thought that shit was cool as hell.
But he never gets mad though.
Right? He don't get mad. He just handles the situation
aggressively.
That's a man, dog. He's handling that shit, bro.
For sure.
That's when people like, you know, they be like, a man's man, da, 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 da. They just want that nigga. Like, he be like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm handling it. Yeah. And like, and he doesn't hold remorse. Like, he's not like, oh, like at one point when he's in the U.S., he's meeting these other masters for the first time that live in San Francisco because that's where Bruce Lee was for a lot of times, was in San Francisco. So he's going to the dojo to go meet Bruce Lee, but also to find a school for his son. And while he's there, some of Bruce Lee's students take him to go see the other masters that live in the area, or whatever. That formed this like coalition. I don't know what they call it. Alliance of the different masters, but they don't accept him. They basically be like, "Yeah, we don't think you ain't really proved yourself yet." Remember?
No, that's not exactly what happened, but yeah, like it had a difference as far as like what Bruce Lee was doing. That was the issue.
Right. And that's why they didn't accept him because he was like, because he believed in what Bruce Lee was doing. They basically we talk about gatekeeping. They was gatekeepers. Like they were like, we don't take no Western students. We only teach Chinese. We only teach our own. That's it. And they were gatekeeping big time. But Bruce Lee and Ip Man agreed with Bruce Lee. Was the idea was teach it to others to get it more to allow it to be more known. More people can protect themselves, and not only that, but it's more known now throughout the world.
Right.
He wanted to introduce the style, the martial arts to the world. And so they did not agree with it. They didn't like it at all. And so that's why they were kind of rejecting Ip Man for that reason. And of course they tried to scrap that nigga, whatever. And the shit go down. But his fighting style was real dope. The storyline was good. Yeah, storyline's good. Thomas didn't know it was based off a true story.
Don't do me like that.
Oh, you cut me off when I'm talking. Hold on. Nah, I ain't done talking
Go
yet.
ahead. My bad. You're right. My bad. Blessings.
So he a liar. So then I no.
Blessings. My apologies. Go ahead.
My apologies, my humble king. I do believe that's how they be. My apologies, my humble king.
That's just honorable, bro.
This right here.
Not all that.
I'm like, yeah.
Hey, you should bow your head and have your eyes closed at the same time when you're praying.
You open your eyes with a fist in front of your shit, like, oh. You looking at a pair of knuckles? You looking at some knuckles? Like,
They be like, now look, if you had your eyes open, this wouldn't be here.
You looking at a set of knuckles, like, oh, that's like my hand. Ow. Like, why's my hand turned that way? Oh, snap, son.
Oh shit.
No, but his fighting style was good. I think the whole storyline as a whole for the Ip Man series is really good. It is based off a true story. It's all based off this real life master who was probably one of the most renowned masters in the martial arts world.
Right.
Yeah, it was just dope. I really like this movie.
I can tell.
I was like, yeah, I like watching kung fu martial arts. We call kung fu, but it was like Wing Chun. He was doing Wing Chun, but there's different types of martial arts. Obviously,
You know the name of it? Jeez. Wayne Chung?
Don't talk to me, yo. But yeah,
I know that's the name of it. That's crazy. Wayne, how you say it? Wayne Chung?
Little Wayne Chun.
RC, he went too far.
Okay. That's when you're a kid. It's white belt, Little Wayne.
Anyway. No, so I knew that it's based off a true person, but I didn't know with in season 4 he goes to San Francisco and some things have happened. I didn't know that actually happened. Yeah, so I was like, oh, like that actually happened. I never heard of it before. That was crazy.
They was gonna send you, but you was busy. You was making shirts. You was making shirts and editing videos, and they was like, well, we can't have Thomas do it. I was like, yeah.
No, Ip Man's a character is really interesting because, like you said, he never gets mad, but when it's go time, he kind of takes his emotions out of it. He just like kind of functions, unless like some shit happens and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's like for real."
The only time I seen him get mad was when he's actually dealing with his son.
Yeah, because he's frustrated. He started to shut it. And he was like,
"Pow!" Because someone's talking crazy to him, and I don't think the son in that situation, from what you see in the other movies, to where they got to, I was like, I get why the son was so frustrated with his dad because the dad was always, I'm giving to others, I'm dealing with the others and stuff, I'm dealing with the other students and stuff, but I won't teach you, but I'll teach them. And it was like, what? Like, why are you teaching them but not me? Why are you not?
Ip Man went through that, so you didn't have to go through that.
Bullshit, nigga. That's the one thing I'm supposed to go through is learning that shit. And so like he was like, he and that's why he was so mad at his dad. That's why I was when he was so mad. And then like it seemed like whenever his daddy gave him any attention, it was to discipline him. But where was the love? Where was everything else? And I think that's why he was like he knew his dad cared about him and stuff like that. He understood that, but at the same time was like, there's still ways of showing that shit. Like
right.
There's things I'm interested in, but you're trying to force this other shit I don't want to do onto me.
True.
And so that was kind of the thing there.
Like schooling?
Yeah, he kept trying to force school. Like, you're literally about to send me this private school where I'm getting picked on, kids are trying to fight me and shit like that. And I'm getting my ass beat because I don't really, you know what I mean? You're not really teaching me to fights like that.
That is true.
So I'm sitting here in the mix with a kid getting my ass beat. I'm not son of Ip Man getting my ass whooped because you don't want to teach me martial arts.
I figured it out. You got to figure it out.
Someone taught him.
No, he didn't. He made it up, didn't he? All right, never mind now.
He learned from you, dog.
How I keep getting thrown in this?
Because you keep teaching people. As long as you a master of your craft. What they say, master of your craft? Yo.
I got this feeling, bro. Yeah, really.
They say master of none, and there's a master of more than one. That's you, dog. I'm done, bro.
So what would you give this movie out of 10?
11D. No, I'm playing.
11D though?
You ain't never count that high, huh?
No, I clearly haven't.
78. 79.
You give it
100. 11D.
What? How you feel about this, bro?
I do like this movie a lot. I'm gonna give this movie. I'd probably give like a solid 8.
8?
Yeah, solid 8. It's got good fighting. The storyline's pretty decent. Like how they going through things. Some of it's even funny because some of it shouldn't be funny, and it is. Like when that old dude was about to fight, and he's like, "Oh!"
That shit had me dead.
Because it was a lot of like oh, my martial arts is better than you in this. Like, my martial arts is better than your style of martial arts. There was a lot of that going on in this movie, which is always in all the movies, but like, this one was more serious because it basically damn near became like,
Bloodsport.
kind of the same, you know. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, but like, it was like challenging, like the army got involved type shit. That's really what happened.
That was nuts.
The army got involved. That's how bad it got. And so like, it was like, oh shit, like yeah, he was at a base and it was like, nah, we not learning that shit. It's just whack. Fuck you and your shit. And
I don't think that actually happened. That's crazy.
if I remember correctly, though, that happened. Even if it didn't, it's still those stories people say it did. But that shit happened, bro. That shit was wild. And he ended up having to fight some niggas, bro. And yeah, and when he fought, the way he just looked when he fought was like, yo, he like, pop, 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 pop,
Yeah.
And my favorite is the pummel when he's just like,
Is that the name of the movie?
I don't know what it's called. I don't know all the moves. I just know when he do that shit, it's dope because he's be punching you and you're trying to block and he's just throwing this flurry of punches and you're trying to block that shit and they're coming at you, boom, 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 boom. And then he'll do it to the point where they're coming so fast and so frequently that you're just like, you're falling down and he's still pummeling, boom, 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 boom. And now you're laying on the ground, he's just pummeling you, and you just, that's it, bro.
There was one, I think it was in the second one, where some dude was falling. As they're falling, he was punching them on the way down.
Yeah, he was punching at their leg, work the leg of their body, and it was hitting their head. It's like, dude. And at this point, you get the wall bounces you were talking about where your head hit the ground and come up. It was like, I was like, damn. That shit, my bad, yo.
Stop touching my feet, bro. It's like the 5th time today.
Yo, I'm the footsies king, bro. And so, yeah, I love those movies. I always was a big fan of those movies. I like them a lot.
What's your favorite Kung Fu flick? And does Jean-Claude Van Damme count in this category?
No, I do not. No.
All right.
No.
I'm glad I asked.
Out of the question. Not at all. No.
I'm glad I asked.
No, he's good. I'm not saying he's not good.
But like Kung Fu is like Kung Fu though.
I mean, he could be in I watch Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, bro. Like, no.
No.
I don't really go with those at all. Honestly, one of my favorite, I don't have a favorite film, but one of my favorite people to watch when I want that combination of like, maybe some good humor, but I want some real good fighting and like, like, okay, let's go. I always go with Jackie Chan, bro.
Jackie Chan is actually really good.
I like if I'm looking for something that's like, oh, that's kind of dope. Like, okay, yeah, because the other ones are good, but they're more serious. Like, there's more like it's always very serious, always very much so like, yo, like I'm fist fighting this dude, we're throwing hands, and I'm just one of us is gonna win. Like, It's always very ceremonial kind of. I took off my shirt, you took off your shirt, we fought. Like,
Jet Li's Fearless was like that. And
Fearless, yes, Fearless. I'm thinking of what's the other one? I'm thinking of the other one, Unleashed. I can think of that one.
That was a good one too. That was a good one too.
Unleashed was dope. Like, yeah, every time that thing came off, he was going crazy. I thought that was good. But I like, I think I like Jackie Chan. Kind of remember, I also had the nostalgia of watching it with my dad. We used to watch a lot of Jackie Chan together.
Okay.
So that plays a part in that, too. Like, I remember watching a lot of Jackie Chan with my dad.
So your favorite movies is Rumble in Harlem then, right?
It is definitely Rumble in the Bronx. Yeah. What was the other one? With Bruce Leroy in it?
What? Oh, The Last Dragon?
Yeah, that was good too. That was funny as shit. Like, I like that one. I like that because that was the first time I remember seeing essentially a black kid. Like, you know,
what?
A black kid be doing martial arts like
okay,
that. Like, you know
I was hoping you
like,
finished that out. All right.
Yeah, like, I was like, oh, shit. Like, oh, okay. So that was kind of cool to see that. But it wasn't like a favorite. It was like, oh, yeah, okay. Sure enough. I was like, oh, all right.
I have to see that again. I haven't seen that in a while.
It's been a long time.
That was popping in my head.
But no, it would probably have to be, if I'm looking for something that feels more realistic to me. I feel like Jackie Chan always feels realistic because he also gets his ass beat.
He does.
I like that. Like, I mean, not that I like people getting their ass beat, but the idea of in a real fight, like, it's not gonna be you go in there, you throw hands, you just come out unscathed. Like, sometimes you gonna get messed up.
Sometimes.
Like, sometimes you're gonna get messed up. I mean, it might be a chance when you got into a fight, you pop up and knock somebody down or whatever it may be. But it's more than likely than not, it's not gonna be a smooth sailing as far as like, I threw hands, he threw hands, I just hit him a bunch, he never hit me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a back and forth. You gonna get fucked up. You gonna try to grab something and use it and you gonna fight for real. Like, it's fight or flight. I'm fighting for real. Like,
Jackie Chan had Drunken Master, and that was one of my favorite ones. I remember he burnt his hands, and I come to find out he actually burnt his hands.
Yeah, if he got hurt, bro.
Yeah, like for real.
He broke his leg and fucking. I think it was on Rumble in the Bronx when he jumped across the ledge to jump to the other side of the building.
Yeah,
he broke his leg on that joint doing that stunt.
That's crazy.
He like fucked his leg up. That's why his movie's taking so long to come out. He be hurt. He be breaking shit, bro. Like, I was like,
shit.
yeah, man. Like, I used to love watching me some Jackie Chan films. Like, that shit was fun.
He definitely is like a godfather of that in that realm.
Yeah, like if it's just like it's like Jackie Chan and somebody in the room. You be like, all right, Mike, it's an empty room. He gonna hold his own. But put him in a room with a ladder. Put him in a room with like a chair. Nigga, oh, it's a wrap. Like, oh, is that an item? Oh, you're dead. Like, you shouldn't have been in there. Like,
He was Smash Bros before Smash Bros was invented.
yeah, bro. Like, oh, this nigga was. He really was. Like, he was just grabbing shit, bro. Like he grabbed the remote and pound your head in with that shit. Like, whoop, pow. He throw that shit in your face. You would dodge it. When he came up, he was kicking your face.
I might watch that today.
Super Cop.
Nah,
I mean, Rumble in the
Bronx. I was like, I think that's one of the best ones for me. It's Rumble in the Bronx.
That was one of the first ones I remember with him. That I remember watching with my dad.
Man, you can't get wrong with his shit, but like that, I remember Bronx was like,
funny. Especially while like, hey, like they be talking on that white boy talking that shit, and he be like, what? Like one, because in that one the white boy like Moons is like, ha 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 ha, ha. Like we beating your ass, ha ha ha. They fuck him up in that.
Yep.
And he got mad. And Jackie Chan breaks the car antenna off a car. And the guy was doing all that shit.
Yeah.
And smacked him on the fanny with it. And he was like, ah. Like he was like,
that shit's hurt too.
Yeah, a thin ass wire like that, that's thick enough to be woof and make a weapon out of it. Tore his ass up with that. He's like, oh, we're gonna get you. And they start chasing him. That nigga be like walking, and he'll be like, let me get over this wall real quick. I'm gonna scale it.
So if that movie was in English, why was the voices off? Why was the mouth off?
Cause a lot of times the movies aren't in English. They're filmed in Chinese and they dub it.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do understand what you mean. Like, hello. Hello, how are you?
No, I remember seeing that as a kid. I was like, yo, like the tracking off or some shit? Like, what's going
They
on?
dub.
I realized that as an adult, yeah.
But I think my dad explained that to me as a kid. I remember I was asking why is it like that. He was like, "Oh, well, he told the voice. They do voices over
Voiceover, yeah.
So I was like, okay, yeah, but it's dubbed. So that's why. So
But it's in English. Though. The original movie's in English. You know what? I ain't gotta worry about it.
Yeah, they probably speak in Chinese. They probably shoot it in Chinese. Like, they're actually filming, probably speaking Chinese to one another, and they put English. Or some of it is in Chinese, and some of it's not.
I had an inner joke, but I'm gonna let it slide.
Go ahead.
Nah, because it's not appropriate.
That's what the whole point of the podcast is for, dog. So let freedom ring, bro.
Nah.
Now we marked the spot.
No. See, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna let it ride. It's cool.
But now you got us in suspense. We just gonna sit here and wait.
No anticipation, not suspense. So I give it a 7.
No.
Why?
You got a joke? Tell it.
Can you let me be great, please?
We're trying not to be great. Tell you a great joke.
No, being great is not shutting the fuck up.
Oh, you shouldn't have said anything from jump. You should have said I had a great joke.
I'll take that in consideration next time.
That's not being.
I had another joke I was going to say, but I'm messing. I'm messing. I didn't.
I was like, all right. At this point, we're done. Like, all right, this is an episode. Like,
no, so I'll give it a 7. And now I was thinking about changing my rating scale. I thought about saying that 5 is par. Anything above that is good. Anything below that is bad. I think I've already been doing that, but I want to be more conscious of that. So I give this a 7.
okay, that's fair.
So if I give it 5, you like barely skirting by.
If you gave this Ip Man a 5, I'd be like, you wildin'.
Yeah, nah.
But you bugging, bro. You're bugging. I'm like, your opinions suck. You're bugging.
I would say the first and second one were better.
Yeah, I mean, because I think the first and second one for sure, you're being introduced to for the first time. So
Yeah.
so there's that. He's younger, so he's not that young. I mean, he's doing more. There's a lot more going on, and he's in his hometown. So he's got home field advantage. He's in his hometown the whole time.
That's true.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, this one, he's not even at home. And then he's got all this shit involved, so all this newer shit involved with it and stuff like that. Yeah, so I get what you're saying.
There's a lot of things that I thought was dope about this movie.
I like how they casted Bruce Lee in that. I thought that was pretty cool. His demeanor, the guy that does like, his demeanor and stuff like that. I will say, there's a whole point where you're like, all this shit, you forget.
Man, I was so pissed.
Because you brought it up and made me kind of laugh. Like, well, yeah, because you were so mad because there's one part where all this fighting and killing is going on. Niggas getting knocked out, beat up everywhere. And we're like, all this is happening. Ip Man's involved, all the people involved. And it's like, where's Bruce?
I forgot he's in the whole movie.
Like, yeah, Bruce Lee's, and the thing was like, it wasn't about Bruce Lee, so they did a good job of that, but at the same time, it was kind of like, where's this dude at? Why is this all popping up if he's not there? But I had to be like, man, there's no internet. Like, there's no, like, Twitter, no, like, hey, bro, can you get here right quick? There's no Instagram, no nothing. Like, there's no quick, like, somebody had to physically run, like, I'm gonna go, like, remember he said, I'm gonna go get your dad. And he ran off, and I'm gonna go get his dad, but, oh, he's not there, I gotta go run back. And then he ran back telling, hey, yo, daddy, he ain't there no more. Like,
Man,
oh shit,
that's crazy.
Popo done got your pop. Like, okay, so that's what happened. Popo done got your pop, and he took off.
That's crazy. That actually was a thing. Like,
Yeah, they're like, you go get so and so. That nigga will live 2 villages over, and you just ran it. and they back then, because they did so much walking and running, they could just run it, and they wouldn't think nothing of it. I was just gonna run.
hey, there was no other option. It was like,
You just ran it. Okay, I'm gonna go run it. I'm gonna go travel there and go do this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go run. I got here as fast as I can. I came from Shoto. And you're like, oh,
I was
okay.
like, you should have came faster then. But no.
But what? Right now? Oh, he's in the dungeon. That's 12 hours away. Let's go. And they be, let's go. And they gonna run away.
That's about this other movie that we saw that disappointed all of us.
Man, this wasn't as good.
Triple Threat.
3. That's like
Platform Netflix. Starring Tony Jaa, Tiger Hugh Chan, Michael Jai White, and Iko Uwais. Directed by Jesse Van Johnson. A group of mercenaries save a teammate who was captured. But once saved, the group shows their true colors and betrays some of their teammates. On top of that, the mercenaries killed one of the man's wives. Now he is out for revenge.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I tried my best to make this sound nicer than what it was, but bro, let me tell you something, it wasn't that good. And I felt bad watching this because Iko Uwais was in Rape Redemption. That was a dude in Rape Redemption.
Ignorantly enough, he was one of the better characters as far as acting. To me, as far as the acting goes, and things like that,
yes,
he was one of the better characters in this movie. I just think, I don't know what made this movie not as good as I wanted it to be. I think there was too much English. Personally, I think there was a lot of English speaking going on in this movie, and it was like, hey, you probably just stuck to like whatever language they speak, because like,
well, I feel like that probably been a problem because I don't think all of them know English like that.
I mean, you could dub it. Something, nigga, like something. Give some. Cause what happened? Okay, so here's what happened. There's about 4 or 5 languages. Cause you got Chinese, Mandarin. It's Mandarin and Cantonese going on. So it's Mandarin, Cantonese.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have
Taiwanese.
I don't know. Thai. We'll call it Thai. I don't actually know what they call Thai.
I'm gonna assume Taiwanese, but I could be 100%.
I actually know. Wow, what do they? I don't know what they speak.
I'm gonna run Taiwanese while you look it up. I'm gonna say Taiwanese.
Okay, Thai. Thai? I had no idea. They were speaking Thai. I thought it was Thai. They were speaking Thai.
You know what? That makes more sense.
Because they say speaking in Thai.
Yeah.
They speak Thai, and then they were speaking in English, and so you're trying to kind of follow everything going on, so, which is a hard level of subtitles, but it's still like that change that can kind of throw you off. And there's points where like the 2 Chinese people are speaking to each other, and they start speaking English to the one dude. It's like, if we all spoke English, why the fuck are we all just speaking English?
But it's not a real thing that not everyone speaks English.
They all spoke English.
Some English were better than others.
But they all spoke it. They were speaking English to English people and stuff. They all spoke English. It wasn't like they didn't speak it.
There's speaking English and they're speaking English to survive. So that English, the survival English is kind of broken. It's like I'm saying shit not 100% clear what I'm saying.
Their English in the movie is supposed to be portrayed as we're translators. Like we literally were taking these people into this area.
No. They
come
weren't
on.
translators. So initially, Tony Jaa's character and Tiger Chen's character, they weren't translators. They were supposed to be trackers.
Like showing them where the thing was at.
Guys. Yeah, they said guys. I was like, what the fuck?
No, they was fighting like that. They was fighting like crazy.
No, they weren't. But they were guys, like you said, they were guys to get to the village. That was it. Mm-hmm. Now, one dude did get put in a translation role, but his job wasn't a translator. So I get that.
Right, but okay, so here's what I'm saying. Like in the movie, when they portrayed it, they're like, okay, they're speaking these languages, and at one point, like the Chinese dude and the girl are talking to each other because she's Chinese and English, and so she's talking to homeboy. They go back and forth, and Kamaji, even when they were speaking to Iko's character, they were speaking English. Very good. It wasn't like, you remember that. It wasn't like terrible. It was terrible to our standards type shit. Like, well, it wasn't the greatest, but they could get a job. They could definitely get more than just, you know what I'm saying? They could. Yeah, it wasn't like terrible. It was like, okay, no. I'm not saying they had to be their English. They could dubbed it in English, like, okay, like whatever it was. But I get you trying to make it feel more authentic. Okay, sure, whatever. We're not going to bug on that. But then there was just parts where just like,
I'm going to get the water. Go ahead.
This don't make no fucking sense. Like, some of it didn't make sense. Like, like at one point, the dude has like a grenade launcher and little shorty wilding. And little shorty is like laying down and she has a gun or like about to pick up a gun to shoot the ball. And the ball is like 2 feet from her. And like he was like, you better not do it. And she grabs the gun like she's gonna shoot him. So he shoots her with the grenade launcher and it kills her. But I'm like, if I'm standing 2 feet next to somebody and I shoot a grenade launcher at them, bro, we're both dead.
That's not true. Because what happened, let me tell you the science.
Tell me the science,
Let me
Thomas.
break down the math for you. So this is what happened. Explosions.
Go boom. Go ahead, keep going.
The human body has a certain amount of mass. That's all I got.
It's like, yeah, there's a certain amount of mass the body has, and then the explosion.
Because that's
you're
not the
dead.
first movie that did that.
No, it's not. I just like, what the fuck?
But then
Okay.
when I saw that, I was like, there should be a bigger explosion.
And like, it was just, I was like, I just watched her shoot this building open. Like, and it was boom! Like, and then she shot her and she just died. I was like, oh, maybe got different modes on this John.
Well, she was obliterated. She didn't just die. She did get
Yeah,
obliterated.
she didn't get obliterated. But that's even more reason why he should have been dead.
Yeah, like, he didn't have any blood on him. That's the crazy part.
No blood on the leaves, no nothing. But and it was kind of funny because the whole, I guess those parts you still don't, they still don't explain like why was old boy there at the camp? This person's not explaining. I don't know why he was there at the camp in the first. He wasn't a prisoner at that camp.
So they said that he was saying that was his family. Basically, he was part of that group.
Oh, because they were lied to. And
Yeah.
that's why he was there. It wasn't what we thought it was. But they had prisoners.
So they had prisoners, but he wasn't part of the prisoners. So he basically was on shit like, these are my people. You know what I'm saying? This is like, you killed my uncle, my cousin, and my nephew and shit. And I just
Oh,
was
right.
there.
And I guess he didn't know about the prisoners or whatever. I don't know.
And he probably did, but
Yeah, so there's prisoners there. They're keeping prisoners. And I don't know. It was just weird. It was a bunch of weird shit going on.
and like the thing about action, the thing about kung fu movies is the acting and the story don't have to be good, but if the action is good, you'll overlook all that shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of time spent running, just running away from people.
Yeah, and like the kung fu wasn't on point, the like action wasn't on point, and I don't want no crazy action like explosions and shit like that. I mean, just like
Ain't gotta be the Expendables. That should be
Nah.
crazy. That should be nutty. I'm like,
Like-
all right, what are y'all doing?
if you think about it, Ray Redemption's story isn't really that amazing, but it's a simple idea of like we have to go from this floor to the top floor, and like
It was simple. That like you said, it was simple.
simple, and like anything that happens in between of them trying to get to their goal is what makes the whole movie nuts.
Yeah, and the whole thing's just fight. I was like, that's what made that shit dope though. Like that, cause to me, sometimes when I'm watching a fighting film, I'm not watching for a fucking story. I want to see a fight.
No, if I have a good story, that's a plus. But like the fighting is like what's going to save. Like the fighting should be a main focus.
If your fighting is good, your story can be trash. Your story can be like, my dog took my bone, so I went and fought people. If they fighting good, but yo, this story was great. Like, you know, you're like, oh, the dog took the bone, so he beat up people. You like, bet.
You basically described John Wick.
I
mean, they shot my man.
Speaking of which, movie news. Apparently, Donnie Yen is supposed to be in John Wick, like the fourth one, I think. There's a fourth one coming out, I believe.
I honestly don't. I don't remember.
I believe there's a fourth one coming. I think there's a fourth one coming out, and Donnie Yen is supposed to be in it.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, Common was in it, so he might as well be in it.
Yeah, Comment didn't do too bad though, and the fighting
Yeah.
was good in that movie. And John Wick 2, 3, 2.
I don't remember. See, there's so many damn John Wicks. I don't remember which one it was.
John Wick is. It's one of those things where like I'm not a huge fan, but they're good. They're decent movies. They're decent. Like you could put them about. It's good action. The storyline is kind of cool. Like or whatever. It'll be a good little movie night thing. All right.
Is it though?
Not for the kids, but I mean,
Oh yeah, I know.
like, there's plenty of fighting in it. Shoot, a lot of action. So you look for a little action-packed movie. I definitely think John Wick is the way to go. But for me, when I'm watching a movie about fighting, like for fighting, especially when it's called Triple Threat, like I was expecting it to be more like, I thought based upon what the characters they had in this movie, at least two of them. I'm not familiar with the other dude, Tiger Hu Chen. I'm not familiar with him.
I'm not sure.
He can fight
either.
though. I'm just not familiar who he is.
I'm not either. I'm not gonna sit and try to guess either. I'm not either.
Yeah, now I'm surprised. I was like, you would think you would recognize a name like Tiger Chen. Like you would recognize that.
Yeah.
But I don't remember ever hearing that name before. I was like, I don't recognize it, so I have to look it up. Because I feel guilty. I'm like, I like kung fu movies. I don't know Tiger Chen. I'm pretty sure like some big name dude, and I don't know anything about
I
him.
mean, mind you, like we get our shit imported, and like usually they only import shit they import. We want to get the other ones. Like I'm pretty sure they have a lot of movies that are like decent, and we won't get exposed to those ones.
Yeah, I was like, man, look. But to me, in the way there was a lot of like backstabbing going on, like double crossing and stuff, and I was like, okay, cool, but like, why for so long? Like your whole goal.
Oh shit, he was in the Matrix. I know exactly who he was too.
Two was Tiger Chen in the Matrix.
He was the bodyguard for the Oracle, basically.
Oh.
I think that's him. If that's what I think.
Stunts in Matrix Reloaded. Okay.
Oh, he did stunts.
Guess he was in stunts or something.
I remember him being whatchamacallit. Damn.
Man of Tai Chi in the Matrix. Oh, he was in both the Matrices. He was in the Matrix and the Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he is. It says stunts. Yeah, you're right. I got him confused with someone else. My bad. He's all wearing sunglasses. When you say some borderline racist shit, and then you trying to find a way to cover up yourself.
That's cool, bro. It's all right. It happens.
I could swear that was him though. I thought that was him.
I mean, he was in the Matrix.
He was.
So,
I thought he was someone else, but still, shout out to him.
Oh, you said that wasn't him?
No, that wasn't. Who I thought he was, that wasn't him. I don't think at least.
Oh gosh.
Because the Oracle did have a bodyguard, and I thought that was him, but it's not. Man, I could swear that was him. Now I want to know who that dude was.
Oracle's bodyguard. We will look it up.
The Matrix. So why you doing that? I
was gonna say, with it being called Triple Threat.
Oh yeah, go ahead. My bad. Yeah.
And with things going the way they went, I expected to see more of these three dudes.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I expect to see these three dudes in particular kind of just fighting their majority of the time, just fighting their way out of a situation. Not so much as like us two are on a team, but you're kind of on our team, kind of not. You're kind of betraying. Like it was all this other stuff. How they got to that point, I thought was cool. Like the whole like, oh, his wife got popped, so he was like, fuck that, I'm out here. Like, I'm out. Like fuck, I'm gonna get these dudes. But my thing was, when you had the chance to get these dudes, why don't you just get them? Why prolong it and keep going the way you was going? Like I still don't understand
I thought it was crazy too. I said that. I was like, yo, like, why is he not like just murking these dudes off?
Like, you had ample chances to kill these dudes and you never did. So I was like, why are you prolonging and going so far with this?
So now think about it, I think that he wanted a better option to guarantee a win. Because like, so when he spoiler alert, when he teamed up with the other people, right? The mercenaries, when he teamed up with them, I guess he felt that like if he fought these dudes, he wasn't gonna win. Granted, he had a gun on him and shit, but the other dudes had the upper hand. It was like 4 or 3 of them or some shit. And he just like almost set it up where like we all could just fight all at once. I think that was like his main goal of what he wanted to do. Would that have been my plan? Nah, but it is what it is.
Right.
But yeah, I said it earlier. I was like, why didn't he just like get a gun and dead these fools? Because he had a gun on him and he could have shot him in the back a long time ago.
Yeah.
But there's no honor in that.
Okay. Yeah, but so out of that movie, I'm honestly, dog, I really like. There was just a lot of things to me between the storyline not being there and the fighting not being what I was hoping for, what I was expecting, and not exceeding that. I like a 5-4. I didn't like this movie like that. Like I don't see me watching it again.
No,
I don't. I was like, what? That's not what I thought it was. Like I think what I was looking for was realistically was a Raid Redemption with these 3 niggas fighting their way out of a situation.
That's what I wanted also. And when I didn't get that, I was cool with it. But as you watch it, you're just like, all right, this isn't.
But I'm not even getting anything remotely close to me. Like there was never like these 3 dudes until like a point it was, but there was never really a point where it was like these 3 dudes are mixing with a bunch of other dudes, or you know what I mean, and making their way out of a situation or whatever, or team up and then go after somebody together and do. It was never like that, and so it's like, how is it really a triple threat if that's the case? Like,
speaking of that, I wanted to, because you do get fight scene on Michael Jai White, and like, I think he's a very, very underrated actor. I think he's very rated as a kung fu dude, because I'm watching this and I was like, he didn't, like, as a character, he didn't get his ass beat by his counterparts. Which is like cool, but I know a lot of times like they may try to make it seem like the villain has to be weaker than the other people or whatever. And I feel like the way he died was cool, and just like honestly how he fought, like just the way like I'm pretty sure in the contract and wherever it happened, he was like, yeah, we gonna fix my script to say that I beat this dude ass and I slipped and fell.
Yeah, because he's definitely obviously you could clearly see just from his physique alone how he takes care of himself. And then just, even when he went to go stand up against the dude, you just seen how much more powerful he was. Like his build, the muscle mass on him, like the way he just like his stance. I was like, oh, he about to fuck shit up. I was surprised he didn't kill Buddy. Like he was like, look,
he's a clean, at least like a good 250 all muscle.
Probably, yeah. This is a beast. He's like, I was like, I got, you know, that's why he's big. Like, I expected him to be kind of muscular, but I didn't realize he was gonna be that big. He's like a big dude. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
Because like it's a combination of like I'm still flexible, but I still have the muscle, and like I can move these muscles the way I want to contort them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so I guess the type of big I want to be. I want to be able to be big, but also like, oh, this dude can kick me in my head if he really wanted to.
Oh yeah, right from where he's standing.
Yeah, like no running jump. No, like he's standing on his own 2 feet. He looks up at you, and he's like, legs is vertical.
Yep, just kick your head back. Oh, you just down.
Yeah, and like,
yeah,
that's a build.
Yeah, that dude was like, this dude's a beast. I was like, oh, yeah, I want to fight him.
How much does he weigh?
I didn't look that up.
I'm curious now, because that's a good build. I don't want to be that big, but I want to be big. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
You getting close?
I'm done with you.
Yo, bigging up your brother, right?
You got a chance. You right.
Is that really his weight?
How much?
It's 207. Maybe that can't be right.
207?
When was this though? I'm trying to think when this came out. My stomach is grumbling.
207. I'm like 20 pounds away from him. Nah.
I don't know, bro. This is weird. I don't know what this.
I'm gonna say 250. I don't know what 250 look like, but yeah. So we watched another movie that actually I've been wanting to watch for a long time. I'm glad I did watch this. It just reaffirms that humans ain't shit. So the name of the movie is called The Year Earth Changed.
Yeah,
it's
sorry.
on.
Yeah, they all say 207, bro.
Damn. The year. The Year the Earth Changed. The platform is Apple TV Plus, starring a whole bunch of animals. It's narrated by David Altenberger. A documentary focused on the effects of Earth during their lockdown. Filmmakers travel the world and take note of how with the lack of humans, the animals are more peaceful and adapting to a world without them.
Reminded me of Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone. Remember? Everybody turned to stone, and the animals start coming out and stuff like that, and the green takes over and all that stuff. The green didn't take over, the animals were coming out.
The green liquid. No.
Okay. Just to update you. One thing says he's 6'2" at 225. That sounds more believable.
That is more believable. 225.
Like 215 to 235. I'm seeing anywhere from 207 to fucking 235. I don't know what was right. It's all a bunch of different things.
I see him more than 235 part.
Because like he's six something at 2. Sounds like nah.
How much does it say?
He said it was like 6'1", 6'2".
So he's like a little bit. He's an inch taller than me.
So yeah, I would think, and he's
stocky, big.
I'd be like, yeah, I would think that I'd probably think 220 something, 230 something, maybe up to 250 maybe.
That's the workout plan I would want to get into. Michael J. White.
Oh man,
this man was like, I have a guarantee where you get that big. Sign me up.
I start off with 20 death grips a day.
Anyway, back to this movie. So basically, the basis of this movie is with all the humans being locked down and stuck in the house due to COVID. How did that affect the world? Like the lack of humans in the right thing in the world. How did that affect the world in general? And it honestly is a little bit better. It's better than I thought it would be, but I wanted more. So like it was a lot of things like so. They were saying how like in India, because there's no car emissions going on, the like they like all the smog and emissions like left the sky a little bit because like cars weren't polluting, but they was able to see like the mountains that was across like basically across the street, and it was like like some people were saying that like I haven't seen this in like 32 years, and I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, because like as you said, the pollution, all the air pollution was gone.
Right,
air pollution was gone, so they could finally see the mountains. And
that was like bonkers to me. I was like the idea of like I understand humans we do things, some good, some bad. But so much has changed because of the things that we do and the fact that we're not changing our habits. So the world has to be the point of like, well, we gotta force you to change now.
Yeah.
Just a small reprieve. It's only like 8 months. They showed the progress from different months and different time spans. But it was like in 8 months you can see the mountains, or like in 8 months, like whales were able to communicate in further spans across the ocean because like there was no traffic in the ocean.
Yep, they talked about that. There was a lot of quiet.
Yeah,
a lot of quiet. Places were so noisy, stuff. A lot of quiet. A lot of deer coming up and going and traveling across places. There was just a whole lot of quiet going on, and that as you said, that whales were communicating more because it was so quiet and stuff like that. You said further, and they would communicate more frequently because they weren't sharing the ocean's waters with boats and things like that. And then there was like what else was there? The leopard hunting.
That was crazy. Like, that was crazy for many reasons.
Yeah, because usually leopards, I guess they were more nocturnal. And the reason they were more nocturnal because less people around.
Was it leopards or cheetahs?
Leopard. They did leopard and cheetah.
Okay.
And the one thing they were talking about the leopard, with the leopard, he was walking around where the humans would usually stay at. He was walking around because he was hunting for other animals, and they were they were coming to. And so he was kind of walking through because this place was built on a domain they used to roam around.
Right.
But now the people are going, they feel safe to roam around, so they're roaming around. They're trying to check it out, see what's going on. And so they were like, so he was like trying to hunt, and it was kind of cool to see because like they're usually more nocturnal hunters, but it wasn't. I don't think they were nocturnal because they say one, because if you look at a lot of specials when they hunt, it's usually during the day. They often were out and about during the day. A lot of these animals were. They're out and about during the day hunting when all the other animals are out and about.
Okay, yeah.
And so what happened was the reason a lot of them are. I mean, they also hunt nocturnally too, but the reason they were even willing to try doing it during the day was because of the fact that like there's no people around.
Yep, there's no reason for me not to hunt during the day.
Right, I'm not gonna get interrupted. My prey won't get scared off and stuff like that. Because all the people. One thing to talk about, which is really interesting, was with the cheetah. Yeah. Now the cheetahs, because they don't roar, they have to try to call for their cubs. They let the cubs stay in a safe zone, a couple meters, like 100 meters away, and call for my, hey, come eat. And they try to keep it low so that they can call for their cubs while they hunt, get the food, and then call for their cubs. The cubs will safely come to where they are. But what happens is we go on these safaris and we're in the zone with these loud ass trucks, blah, 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 and she's trying to call for her cub, for her cubs will come. But unfortunately, they can't call too loudly to alert people that, hey, my cubs are nowhere near me. But at the same time, they can't roar, so they can't call but so loud in general.
Right.
But on top of that, now she also the one that had to go away because she loses the prey. It's not about hard work; it's for naught. And because we're in these loud trucks sitting there, it fucks up the whole flow. And cubs get separated from parents this way.
Right.
And all kinds of bad shit happens because of that. And I was like, damn, like, that's kind of sad. Like, you don't think about that stuff, but like, even when you're not interrupting and giving them food, just by you being there, you can fuck shit up.
Noise pollution, they call it.
Yeah, it's like, yup. Scares off animals, so you're trekking along, alerts the animals that somebody nearby, so anything moves, like, we're out of here. So it makes it hard for them to hunt and stuff.
I notice I do this, like, having this conversation. Whenever I'm walking and I see like a cat in like attack mode, I usually just chill. I try my best not to be in their way. Usually when cats hunt, they hunt because I ain't ate in like 3 days. I'm gonna go ahead and get where I live type shit. And like I was like, my bad, bro. Like I ain't mean to be in your way doing your thing and shit. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it pushing.
Yeah, I saw that one day with a cat. He was I was coming down the steps actually. This was like maybe a couple weeks before I left for Philly. I came down the steps and there was a little cat and he was like trying to pounce on his bird, and so I just stopped. And I was gonna let him, but he was stopping. He was kind of Gary Pounce, and he looked at me. And Gary Pounce looked at me, and I'm just like, "Do you, bro? Like, I'm not gonna do it to you, like." And so he's fine, but he never really pounced. And I was like,
"Cause he felt like you was in the way. Like he didn't want to pounce on it, and you try to pounce on him. Yeah, that's what his thinking was.
And so that's why I stood up on the step. I was like probably midway on the steps. He's way at the bottom, down by the cars. And so I'm like nowhere near where he is and the bird is. I'm like, "Do you?" I'm just standing, but he never did it. So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna try to go around. So I just walked around. But at that point, he like took off and ran somewhere else.
Yeah.
He was like Gary Pounce, and he was like this, look at the bird. I just trying to sauce it. I was like, what's he gonna do? I was waiting to see if he's gonna get it or not. Trying to jump on.
Right, kind of like, yo, you gonna do it or not?
National Geographic.
Right outside my door.
Right, but no, he didn't do it, and so I was like, damn. But and I felt that was a small cat, probably like it was a small cat. Probably, like it looked like my friend had a cat named Penny. He was like a runt, so it was like a really small and skinny cat.
The malnourished of the group.
Yeah, basically, but she was always just small, so she stayed small.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah, she always stayed small. She looked like a kitten, but she was a grown cat. She was like a kitten because she was just small. She wasn't that small, but she like a full grown cat. She was a small girl. But it was anyway. But
yeah, sure. Well, this is a very good dog. I like this one a lot. Like learn a lot about like human behavior and what we do that interferes with the world. And I'm just like, damn. Like I thought the deer part was interesting. How like during Japanese festivals, a lot of people feed the deers like rice cakes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And so the deers depend on that to like eat. It's like, yo, like what I'm gonna do all this searching and scavenging for when y'all gonna feed me already.
Yep.
But since like nobody was around, it was like, damn, like where the food at?
Yep. And so the deer had learned, because they've been watching humans for so long, they learned to be like, if I bow my head, if I bow, I'm not gonna, people use that way. That deer would bow their head, and so because they bowed their head, the people would give them food. Yeah. And stuff like that. They would bow to the human would give them food and stuff like that out of respect. And it was pretty funny. He was like, cracker nigga, where's it at? So they'd be feeding them and shit. And like, so they would actually come up on humans by, hey, run your pockets, run your snacks, nigga. Like, that's what they was doing, huh?
In a nice way, yeah.
They're like, run your snacks, please. I was like, all right.
No, when they found another source of food, though, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, they said the older generation of because the newer generation only knows how to go up to humans and get food. Exactly. But the older generation, they're like, oh yeah, there used to be a plot over here we used to go to see if it's still there, and they all went there to go eat, and they're like, oh, here it is, and it was eaten.
At some moments you be like, I wonder if I still got that ramen in there.
Yeah, I think I still got that ramen. So yeah,
Man, I need it. Anyway, it's definitely a good movie. I feel like this is a must-watch documentary.
it was good because it makes you. What it made me do was wonder what will change, like as things come back into place, and we've seen how they were affecting the world. Not just what we would change, but how we change it, so we can continue with our lives how we used to, without totally disrupting the lives of the animals. Like, I mean, I know there's going to be disruption. Like if you're using a boat, that's going to happen. But how do you cut back? How do you allow for the world to continue to go where we can still live in harmony?
Right, well, with nature and animals and stuff.
Yeah, it's like, how do we do it? I was like, I don't know. I was thinking about that. I was like, but how would you do that? How would you accomplish that?
It'll be a lot of downsizing of stuff.
That's what would have to happen. There'd be a lot of downsize, but how do you downsize? Like,
we won't, because we as humans we're greedy, and I'm guilty of it my damn self. Like we buy and we purchase things not knowing the cause and effect of like how I got to your front door. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
like as America, we don't create shit. For most of the time, we get everything imported in. And so anytime you order stuff or anytime something's created, it's made outside of the United States. So
I saw the thing where a shipyard had an accident of some sort and a bunch of stuff got knocked over.
Fucking nuts.
And someone tweeted, I ain't gonna say who, can't go put my last. It was like, this is why my little items are taking so long. This is why I ain't get my Amazon order yet. And I was like, damn.
If you can get your Amazon order, you need to have Amazon. They ain't on them.
Well, I mean, if it's coming from there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It's come from there to get it, but this one I got my shit. Yeah, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But no, it was a good documentary. It definitely made you rethink a lot of things and make you wonder, like, what would that, how do we continue for things to be like that, or can we?
Yeah, I feel like we can. It has to be a buy-in from not only consumers but the producers also, and that's gonna be the hard part.
Yeah, because like that money coming in, like I'm not gonna stop my flow of money. Nah.
So that's where we are.
But yeah, no, overall was good. I liked it. I like watching documentaries like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Makes you kind of reflect and look at yourself and see, how do I contribute to this and whatnot. So
yeah, that's why I'm not getting a car. So we got one more movie to talk about. We're gonna make it short because this movie is not out yet, but it's really interesting. So the name of this movie is called O. It should be out sometime this year. So for anybody that has listened to our previous episode, this may sound familiar. So O, a time thriller based around a family going on vacation. It's giving me a time trap vibe. And but reversed.
I think July 23rd is when it's coming out.
July 23rd. Mm-hmm. That may be one of the movies I might see that in theaters. I might.
Who's directing this movie?
I don't know. I didn't look it up.
M. Night Shyamalan. Remember,
is he really?
We talked about that.
Oh,
I feel bad. I feel bad. Here's why I feel bad.
Why you feel bad?
Because you have these great concepts, and then as soon as you hear that name, I feel bad. It's like everybody's like, no, and I'm guilty of that too. I'll be like, nah, and I'm like, and I really think about what movies that he did I did not like, and I was like, I thought there's more that he's done that I did not like than did like.
Yeah,
and that's why I was like, damn, like yeah, bro, like.
So here's what I'm gonna do. He has a TV series on Apple TV Plus. I'm gonna watch that. If that is good, I will go to theaters to see this movie.
Yeah.
If it is not, mind you, this is the show or movie that's on Apple TV Plus. I think it's a horror movie too.
Oh really?
And I don't do horror like that.
That's a horror movie.
I think it's a horror show. I have to double check. I think it's a show.
All right.
But I don't do horror, so I'm willing to sacrifice my fear of horror film to see if this was gonna be good. I think O has potential to be great.
Yeah, because the storyline, I think. Oh, that storyline, but the premise that they give us does sound really dope.
It's dope. It sounds good.
So you want to give them a brief rundown what the premise is?
So basically, the premise is there's two separate families. They go on vacation on the beach. Then they get to the beach. They find out that basically time is moving forward for certain people, and time moving for other people is not. And so that's what you get from the trailer, at least. And so in the trailer, you have these kids that are like, I'm gonna say like 8 or 10 years old, and you see them again, they're like in their teens, but mentally they're still kids.
Yep.
And so they're like, Mom, Dad, why you looking like that? They still behave like they're like 10 years old.
Yeah. What they did a breakdown. They said every 3 hours or wherever they were at, because it took them to like a cove or some sort. And whatever this cove was they got into, when they go into the cove, the time is moving much faster than
Right.
I want to say 3 hours was a minute or something like that.
I don't know.
Because they say it in the trailer. He was like every 3. They did the math. Like it seems like every 3 hours is like this long here.
Big math could have been wrong.
Or something like that. But ideally, you age faster inside this cove or this place than what you do on the actual beach itself.
So I didn't know if it was a cove or a certain part of the beach.
Yeah, but yeah, one way or another, there's a part you go to and you age way faster, way more rapidly than you do when you're on the actual beach. And the thing was, they were warned, because if you watch the trailer, they're warned. They said, "Don't take your kids." And it's like, that's weird. Why does it say that? There's a note that says, "Don't take your kids to the beach." He's like, "What? What the fuck does that mean? Why would I not take my kids to the beach?" They were warned not to.
I didn't see that part. I didn't see that part.
But it's on the trailer. They talk about this, like, "Don't take your kids." And it's like, what?
Okay.
Yeah, and so they start talking and figuring out the math and all that stuff about what it is that's going on. And then you see all this crazy shit happening in the trailer. I would say watch the trailer and see, because again, the concept reminded me of that one movie we talked about.
Time Trap.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like that. Just hopefully better done.
So,
but
I agree. I agree with you said. I agree with what you said. Yes.
What?
I'll try and find a way to like not debate, but to defend it. You say you hope that's done better. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to defend it, but I have nothing to defend it with. Time Trap was a good movie in theory, but the way they did it wasn't. It could have been better. It could have been better. So here we are, M. Night Shyamalan. Here's a chance for it to be better.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Yeah. So only time will tell.
That's funny.
No, but thank you guys for tuning in today. If it's your first time, I'm here for the first time in a long time. You know, I'm playing. If it's your first time, thank you. Welcome. If it's your 162nd time, welcome back. You can always catch the podcast on Cleaning Dishes at Instagram. At Instagram at Cleaning Dishes. You can catch it on TikTok at Cleaning Dishes Podcast. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at Mr. Fantastic. You can catch this guy at
T Us We Know Jr. on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
Okay. Check out the website, cleaningdishespodcast.com. We post websites. We post our episodes there, and you can listen to this podcast wherever podcasts are played. You can also get onto towology.com/shop, and you can check out the shirts and merch there. Again, this is Cleaning Dishes episode 162. Clean your hands, stay safe, and clean your plate. Peace.